Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here on ZSN. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Magic tonight. Guys, the Lakers were no show tonight. There's no way of saying it. It was embarrassing all across the board. Once again, the Lakers went into a game with expectations to winning it, but unfortunately, they just fall under the pressure when it comes to second half performances, and it was the same results that we saw against them again when it came to the Chicago Bulls a couple days ago and the Milwaukee Bucks. Even though the Milwaukee Bucks game, no starters were playing, it was basically rotational players, G League players. Hell, even Bronny James scored a career high in that particular game against the Milwaukee Bucks. 19 was it 17 19 points in that game. So that was just a a game that was just unwinnable because of the circumstances. But you think the Chicago Bulls and the Magic's game would have been an easy winnable game for the Lakers, but unfortunately they were a no-show in those two easy winnable games that should have been easy winnable games. But once again, the Lakers' lack of energy, lack of passion, once again is resurging once again to this Lakers team once again when it comes all said and done, guys. And I just have to say, this was a bad performance by the Los Angeles Lakers. And once again, I said it again. This was a missed opportunity tonight for the Lakers when it comes all said and done. Now, before I get into my analysis and everything like that, please be sure to like this live stream and, of course, follow me all across social media, Facebook, Instagram, X. I'm also on TikTok and Threads as well. The links will be in the description of this live stream, so you guys check me out on social media. And, of course, guys, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. Without further ado, guys, let's just get right into my analysis of this game. And obviously, as I was mentioning, they were a no-show. And the fact that the Lakers went into this game with no passion, I mean, they played all right in the first half, had a really good performance in the first quarter. They were kind of going back and forth with the Magics in the second quarter. But just the fact that the Lakers have to, not show up in the second half and third quarter performances, it's kind of been the trend now. And it's been the problem for the Lakers since then. So my hope is that they will hopefully bounce back from this. But, guys, with how the standings is and, how the Lakers have been playing, I mean, if they keep on playing the way they are, the sad reality could be the Lakers being a play-in team than being a playoff team. And Rui just said, I believe, like a couple of days ago, that he wants the Lakers to be a playoff team than a play-in team. So, and the idea behind that is because, if you're a playoff team, you have a 1 week off to be ready for the playoffs and whoever you're going to be facing in the first round. So that is the obviously what all teams want when it comes all said and done. And it's just one of those type of situations where it's like, you know, the Lakers, if they want to make that a reality, they need to win games like this. They need to beat the Chicago Bulls that they lost in sad fashion, a blowout, from the Chicago Bulls when it came to the Los Angeles Lakers. And of course, this should have been an easy winnable game for the Lakers to achieve. But unfortunately, the lack of defense and also the Lakers' lack of offense. They played poorly on the offensive side of the ball. And I just saw a stat sheet indicating that the Magics, they are the worst offensive team in the NBA. I mean, that's just a sad reality. The Lakers did not take that opportunity to annihilate the Magics on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, we already know the Lakers are not that good of a defensive team, but they can manage. They can somehow come through any sort of win just playing solid defense every chance that they get. But for some reason, when it comes to this game, with how the stat sheet is and how certain teams are playing in certain areas in their game when it comes to offense and defense, the Lakers did not capitalize on the offensive skill set that they're pretty well known of playing very well at, when it comes to shooting and scoring, especially having one of the best players on the team in Luka and LeBron James when it comes to their offensive attack and their ability to score the ball every single night. And the fact that they went into this game with, low expectations and just the lack of passion, it seemed like they were tired. And yet we've been seeing a lot from this Lakers team lately, and I think all of you will agree with me on this, that the Lakers are giving a lot of days off, load management, if you really think about it, to all of our top players, even Austin Reeves in the conversation as well. So why are the Lakers are tired when you're getting some really good days off? You know, I for example, the obvious one was the Milwaukee Bucks game. It was at home, I believe, and the Lakers could have beat the Milwaukee Bucks if all of the players were playing in that particular game. But no, most of our starting lineups were sitting out. LeBron was still dealing with his injury, and Luka rested. Dorian Finney-Smith rested. Rui was still dealing with an injury. I believe Jackson Hayes, was he also out? I might be mistaken, but Austin Reeves. I mean, the list goes on. I mean, it was just like missed opportunity for the Lakers to win that game, even though I kind of understood why they wanted to rest these guys so they could be ready to go for the playoffs or just be ready for a long stretch, which is going to start for the Lakers. I believe they have a 4 game road trip. So they'll be facing the Chicago Bulls again. Hopefully the Lakers will get that win under their belt on this road trip. And then there's going to be some stretches where it's going to be pretty difficult for the Lakers to gain some sort of momentum by how right now they're on a 3 game losing streak as it stands now. So with that being said, it could be pretty difficult how the Lakers could be competitive in the Western Conference and where they're at within the standings. But at the same time, we have to also think about if the Lakers, hopefully, if they, manage, they have to hope that other teams around them, like the Nuggets, like the Memphis Grizzlies, like the Minnesota Timberwolves that lost today, and I'm not sure about the Nuggets tonight against Chicago Bulls, but they don't have Jokic, they don't have, I believe, Aaron Gordon in the game tonight. So that is another situation where hopefully the Nuggets will lose tonight. So the Lakers will be in a good situation within the standings. So we can look at these games and say, okay, at least other teams around us are losing. So the Lakers are good where they're at within the standings. Right now, I think the Lakers are like what, the 5th seed? Are they like the 4th seed? I might be mistaken, but it's a difficult situation where the Lakers are at this moment when it comes to the standings. But that's because they're losing games like this, and that's just a sad reality. And my hope is that they snap out of it, get back into rhythm like they were before, with everyone healthy and all of them are playing well. And we've been going on win streaks left and right, and just being a really good, solid team, and or a good team really, before the LeBron James injury and all that. So that's my hope. Hopefully, when it comes down to it, moving forward into this, at the almost reaching the end of the regular season, I believe there's like 12 games left. I might be mistaken. We're reaching almost the end of March, so I know there's a couple of games after that, but just want to look at this Lakers schedule so I can be accurate here, because I think, yeah, let's see here, guys. So let's see, there's 4 left in the month of March with the Lakers in April. 8, 9, 10. So 12 games. I was right. So the Lakers have 12 games left out of the season. So left for the season. So this could be an opportunity for the Lakers to gain some sort of momentum. I mean, like I said, they're on this road trip now, and they'll be facing the Indiana Pacers on Wednesday. Hopefully, that could be everyone shows up in that game and wins that one. Then they have Chicago Bulls get a revenge win over them. They have the Memphis Grizzlies that could be easy winnable one. And then they have the Houston Rockets, who are a good team, but I think the Lakers are capable of beating the Houston Rockets. And guys, this is just so ironic with how good this Lakers team is. And with Luca now on the team and the rhythm that he's putting to this Lakers roster, I mean, it just fits very well. And I think the Lakers can beat anybody in the West. But when it comes down to it, when they have games like this, it's kind of discouraging to think, are the Lakers are good like they say they are? It's like one of those type of situations, guys. Is just like, Lakers are better than this. So I don't know. My hope is that the Lakers will bounce back. They snap out of the flunk that they're on right now. And I'm not sure about you guys. This is just personally coming from me, but I think if anything, Rui Hachimura should be starting over Dorian Finney-Smith, in my opinion. Now, don't get me wrong. Before, I love seeing, um, you know, Dorian Finney-Smith being in the starting lineup because the chemistry defensively that he has with Luka Doncic now, and of course the chemistry with LeBron and all that. But lately, and since the return of Rui, we're not seeing a lot of good production out of him because obviously he was in the starting lineup, and when he was in the starting lineup, we've been winning games. So I'm not sure. JD Redick maybe needs to switch the lineups up, maybe hopefully, but I'm not sure. Maybe they're slowly trying to bring back Rui from injuries, so they don't want to re-aggravate any sort of injury that he's dealing with. So kind of understand that, but still, my personal opinion, I think Rui Hachimura should start over Dorian Finney-Smith, in my opinion. But I don't know. Maybe that's how we will start winning games with the just bringing more offensive attack. Maybe that's why tonight. Maybe that's why the Lakers did not play so well offensively, is because Rui was benched. I'm not so sure why. So it's like, I don't know. Maybe that's the theory. But at the same time, I don't know. It's just this type of situation where the Lakers obviously need to play much better. Hopefully, they need to bounce back and hopefully start to win games with these 12 games left of the season for the Lakers to be good where they're at within the standings. I mean, I still think there will be a playoff team at the end of this, but still, I mean, even the fact that there's some conversations now that the Lakers could potentially fall further to the play-in spot. I mean, that's kind of scary right there for the Lakers to be once again in a play-in situation with the type of talent that we have on this team and how good we were before LeBron James injury and all that, that things were looking great for the Lakers. I mean, they were on a 6-game winning streak at the time, I believe. And then once LeBron James went down, I think things kind of went completely downhill after that. So, and we still had Luca also dealing with injury of his own, and playing through it as well, which is kind of admiring to see for a guy that's been what the Memphis, sorry, the Dallas Mavericks have been mentioning when it comes to his his nutrition and his ability to stay available on the floor and all that crap that they were talking about when it came to him when the trade happened. So, but he was dealing with injuries of his own, and then we have Rui Hachimura after that, and it was just looking bad. And even Austin Reeves, did not. There was times where he did show up at times, especially against that Nuggets game in Denver, I believe, where it should have been a win for the Lakers, even though I blame the refs at the end of the 50 seconds left remaining in the game. And that kind of sealed the Nuggets win in that particular game, even though Austin Reeves played his butt off in that game. So I don't know. The whole overall thought about this is that the Lakers hopefully now realize the situation and realize the type of embarrassments twice now in 2 games where they should have won and beat these easy winnable games when it came to the Chicago Bulls and of course tonight against the Orlando Magic. So my hope is the Lakers will start to turn this around, hopefully, but for the better, hopefully. So that's my whole stench about this frustrating loss, embarrassing loss, no-show loss by this Lakers team when it comes all said and done. So um, hopefully they just bounce back. That's the only alternative at this point. With 12 games remaining, the Lakers have to do whatever they can to really start to win some games now, or just hope that other teams around them, like the Nuggets, like the Memphis Grizzlies, like the Houston Rockets, Just the teams from the 2 seed all the way down to the 6 seed, which is kind of like a back and forth now. I mean, it's so close when it comes to records that the Lakers at this point can be anywhere within those standings. But if they keep losing and some other teams will start to win some, it'll just hurt the Lakers' chances of being in the situation within the standings. I mean, that's the fear that I'm kind of afraid of when it comes to the Lakers and their situation when it comes to the standings. So, um, but hopefully things start to turn around for them. Hopefully, guys, after this, they'll be facing Wednesday on the road against the Indiana Pacers. That could be a win for them, but we just have to wait and see. We just have to wait and see. So hopefully they turn things around for the better. Let's read some of these comments before I get into my team stat analysis. I went on a 16-minute tangent there, but it's just so frustrating. It is. I mean, these are still supposed to be easy, winnable games that the Lakers could have achieved, so they could be at a really good situation within the standings, but they keep you know, tripping over the finish line in second half performances. And it happened twice now in embarrassing fashion when it comes to easy winnable games. And it's just frustrating. It's just so frustrating. I know the players are frustrated. Even I heard about Lucas saying that, we're getting a little bit comfortable type of situation. So think we need to start getting back on track. And even Rui talking about the whole idea of us not being a play-in team. So that's another thing for him to also have some motivation to start to play better basketball, and all of the Lakers start playing basketball moving forward. And I'm trying to think about some others. Dorian Finney-Smith complaint about, well, not really complaint, but he was frustrated about the lack of offensive efficiency that kind of hurt the Lakers' defensive efficiency in the game, which is a kind of red flag there because i- if you're if you're not playing well offensively and knowing that it's going to hurt your defense, that's a red flag there because every single team will look at that and say, hey, we need to attack them on the offensive side of the ball more than ever for the Lakers to, really not play well defensively when they're not playing well offensively. I mean, it kind of doesn't kind of make sense, but it's just to hear that from Dorian Finney-Smith. You guys can probably check it out. It's on um, I forgot the reporter's name, but he made a quote after the post game show, so you guys check it out on Twitter or on X. So go check it out, guys, and hear what Dorian Finney-Smith had to say about this loss. Want to read some of these comments. Daniel, welcome to the live stream. I really appreciate you joining. We keep losing, shaking my head. Yeah, I mean, it's just easy winnable games that should have been easy winnable ones. I mean, Chicago Bulls should have been an easy winnable game for the Lakers, but they just didn't show up in that game. And now this one, the Magic's game. I mean, that when, like I said in the beginning of this live stream, they are ranked as the worst offensive efficiency team in the NBA. So the Lakers missed the ball on this one to play better offensively tonight and play solid defensively against a worse offensive team. So that just tells you right there that the Lakers weren't motivated to win this game when it comes all said and done. So they seemed tired. They didn't want to play, and it's just really hurt them tonight when it comes all said and done. The lack of offense and defensive efficiency in this game that really hurt them. And it's a perfect example of what we saw from them in the last game against the Chicago Bulls. So it was just pretty sad. Very, very sad out there tonight by the Lakers. But my hope is they'll bounce back, hopefully. Wagner, cooked us, Yeah, this is the second time he cooked us. I don't know if you guys all remember. I think it was like back in November, maybe it was like like beginning of November or something. Remember when the Lakers went on that 6-game winning streak? When we had Anthony Davis at the time, D'Angelo Russell at the time. It was just a really good moment to be a Laker fan in that particular moment when the Lakers were like, I think at the end of it, they were on that, they were like the 4th seed on a 6-game winning streak. And ironically, it was against the Orlando Magic where the Lakers did not show up in that game. And it went completely downhill after that. Lakers started going on losing streaks after that, and it was just not looking pretty. And ironically, they couldn't just find the formula to beat Wagner and the Orlando Magics in this game, unfortunately. So once again, I'm not trying to say that the Magic or Wagner is our kryptonite, but at this point, it kind of getting that type of vibe when you can't be able to beat a team like the Orlando Magic when it comes all said and done. So my hope is that they will potentially turn things around after this loss and realize what's at stake with 12 games remaining in the season to be competitive and hope for other teams to lose when they're winning. So it's just, my hope is Lakers will just turn things around, hopefully. But no doubt about it. Uh, Wagner, he played great out there tonight, and he's a really good player. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He's going to be he has a bright future ahead of him when it comes all said and done. LeBron sucked bad tonight. Yeah, I mean, since his return from injury, guys, he hasn't been his best, especially. I mean, you would think that he would show up and dominate against the Chicago Bulls at least, but in 2 games now, not the best performance out of LeBron James. And I haven't really seen a stat line yet. All I know is that it was not the best when it comes to us relying on a guy that when we're in trouble, obviously we want to see more out of LeBron James when it comes down to those certain situations. Even though, personally, coming from me, I kind of hate the idea that we always have to rely on LeBron James, a 40-year-old guy, to help us win games. But at the same time, we actually we actually need it because if the players around us are not showing up and helping us win games, I mean, you have to rely on a 40-year-old guy in LeBron James to help you win games that way. But, there's no doubt about it. I mean, these 2 games since LeBron James returned was horrible. It was bad out there. And I think the main reason, I mean, this is just a theory here, but I think the main reason why we're seeing LeBron James playing in these games and him returning from injury after there was a lot of speculation that he would have been out for at least 4 weeks. I'm not sure those 4 weeks have passed yet, but since his return, but um, the reason that he's playing these games left of the season is because he's trying to hopefully be eligible for the first team All NBA, which is kind of, I don't want to say it's selfish, but at the same time, it's like I kind of understood it. But at the same time, I mean, maybe that's why we're seeing LeBron James playing in these games. Maybe, I'm not sure. Maybe he's still dealing with that growing issue. But at the same time, I mean, you know, we do need LeBron James back to help us win games, but it doesn't seem like that he's healthy or he's has a lot of energy or he seems tired for these past 2 games. So I'm not sure. I mean, things hopefully will start to get better. Hopefully, maybe we just have to wait and see. So, guys, it's just yeah, it's just those type of situations, and the load managements have been pretty. I don't want to say it's hurtful because having a good Lakers healthy team is also works a lot in our favor when it comes to us winning games. But what's the point of you, just winning? Taking the load management days off when you're not ready to go after those days off. I mean, it's just, are you still tired? I mean, I don't know. Just doesn't make sense to me. But I don't know. Maybe now, after this loss in embarrassing fashion, back to backs, maybe the Lakers will start to snap out of it and start to um, win games. Hopefully, maybe we just have to wait and see. Let's see here. Also from Daniel. These times I miss AD. I miss him too, man. And I'm glad that he made his return tonight against the Brooklyn Nets, I believe. So And ironically, I don't know. I just saw a clip of Anthony Davis and D'Angelo Russell talking and chatting up, and I'm not sure if did they win tonight. I think the Memphis Grizzlies. Sorry, the Dallas Mavericks won tonight, I believe. So, um, but it's great to see Anthony Davis return tonight. Even though they're not really playing for anything, unless they are a play-in team. I might be mistaken. I'm not sure what the standings look like when it comes down to the 7th through 10th. So, um, but I miss AD. Guys, till this day, I mean, I love Luca now. He's making a whole lot of difference, and he's going to be part of our future for many, many years. But still, I mean, I liked Anthony Davis. He was one of my favorite players on this team, he delivered us a championship. He's a a guy that can give you 30 and 20 rebounds and 5 blocks, 5 steals. I mean, the guy is just such a gifted player. And the Dallas Mavericks, the fan base, they have to really appreciate what Anthony Davis is going to bring to the table for them. If it's not this year, it's for sure it's going to be next year. So I really hope that I wish him nothing but success with the Dallas Mavericks because he's something special, and I hope everyone in Dallas embraces him and appreciates what he will bring to the table for the for the for the Mavs when it comes all said and done. But yeah, I miss him too, Daniel, for sure. Ghetto Rabbit, welcome to the live stream. Really appreciate you joining. Jamison, 1 minute. Uh, Connect 5 minutes. Vanderbilt, yeah, and Goodwin combined for 2 point. Yeah, that the bench role played horribly tonight. What a Jar Jar doing. Uh, oh yes, still thinks JJ benched for seniority. Really? Was that the mindset? That was a dumb decision for sure. Well on their way to win. Yeah, I mean, you know, when it comes all said and done, guys, uh, our bench lately haven't been playing their best, especially Jared Vanderbilt as of late. Without a doubt, I mean, hopefully he steps out of it and starts to play his athletic, bouncy, defensive self because we really need him to really show up on the defensive side of the ball. And Goodwin, you know, he has a lot of potential. I mean, the guy is still great, I believe, and he's has a lot of capabilities of really helping out our second unit. And I'm sure think the Lakers will give him a roster spot when he's. I think today is the eligibility for teams to sign two-way contract players to a regular roster. I might be mistaken, but I still think that Jordan Goodwin is such a good asset to the team, even though he did not play the best out there tonight. And the fact that they, so many minutes in this game, that right there, and the fact that JJ benched Connect for seniority, I cannot believe that. I mean, if somehow Dalton Connect is having some really good games where he's on red hot. I mean, I don't know why JJ would do that, but at this point, you know, JJ Redick really needs to look at his second unit and really think, who is the best player that will show up and help us in our second unit when it comes to scoring, shooting, and all that. But if he has that type of mindset that he will prefer to give um, seniority, esque type of treatment over a hot, a red hot, ready to go player that is balling, then there's no other way of saying it. I mean, the Lakers will not win games that way with that type of mentality. So, JJ, you know, you're still new. You've been coaching great. But if you're going to have that type of mindset, we're not going to win games that way. So there's no doubt about it. I agree with you on that, Ghetto Rabbit. Uh, JJ really needs to look back into the drawing board and just see what's beneficial for our second unit to show up and help us win games. So even though our starters weren't the best out there, but we'll get to their stat lines. It's been a while that I went live on here, so I really do appreciate the comments that are coming in. So once again, I really appreciate all of you for joining me on this live stream. It's been a while, it really was. So thank you all so much for coming on here and giving me your thoughts and your opinions. Oh, this is good news. Nuggets and the Timberwolves lost. So that's good news, I guess. So the Lakers, at this point, even though they should have won tonight and it would have helped them out big time into the standings, I think things are good right now when it comes to the Lakers in the standings. I want to check real quick where the Lakers are at, where they're at within the standings now after these two losses now by the Nuggets and Timberwolves. I know the Timberwolves were going to lose tonight, so it was just and I kind of knew also that the Nuggets were going to lose because, like I said, no Jokic and no Aaron Gordon, who's been playing great for the Nuggets for the past couple of games, especially when it came to to the Los Angeles Lakers, where he was just shooting lights out with those threes that he was making in those games against us a couple of games ago. So, but even though the Lakers won that game, good thing. So, sorry guys, just give me a moment. Yeah, so the Lakers, yeah, they're the fourth seed. Not bad. Not bad. The Lakers are good where they're at within the standings. I was kind of hoping it's like the number 2, 3, 4 seed is where the Lakers need to be. Fifth, sixth, it's not the best situation because they're not home court advantage. So, it is a situation where the Lakers have to get home court advantage in the first round if they want to face any of the teams that they will be facing after. So, let me see where the standings are. If the season ended, the Lakers will face the Memphis Grizzlies. So that could be a winnable first round for the Lakers, but I don't know. I haven't really been seeing where the Lakers are at when it comes to the competitiveness. I know they'll be facing them on the road trip, so that will be another glance of if the Lakers will face them in the first round. Are they capable of winning beating them in the first round if they do end up being the fourth seed and the Memphis Grizzlies still stay within the fifth seed? So it's a situation there for sure. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm surprised. I mean, I thought after this loss tonight, the Lakers will fall further into the standings, but or at least like the fifth or sixth seed. But no, I mean, they're pretty good where they're at. They're tied right now with the Denver Nuggets and the Memphis Grizzlies. So, and yeah, I mean, my hope is that the Houston Rockets start to lose some games, hopefully. But at this point, the Lakers are in reach for the third to the fifth seed. That's the situation there. But my hope is that they will potentially start to really snap out of this flunk that they've been on and hopefully start to win some games, hopefully moving forward. So let's see here. Oh, let's read this comment here from Ghetto Rabbit. Fourth seed tied. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah, in the loss column. Yeah, so that's why the Lakers are where they're at within the standings. So when they all lost tonight. So I think were the Lakers before this loss tonight, were they originally the fourth seed? I believe I believe that's true. So but yeah, I mean, it's good that they're where they're at right now. So uh, hopefully it stays that way. And the Nuggets and the Memphis Grizzlies, the Golden State Warriors, and even the Houston Rockets, if they just lose their games and the Lakers win theirs, I think they'll be good where they're at within, being a playoff team. So and that's what they want. I mean, even Rui Hachimura, as I mentioned, he wants the Lakers to be a playoff team over being a playing team. So, that's what all Laker fans want. We want us to be the playoff team, so we can have a week off to rest up these guys so they can be ready to go for the postseason. So, it's just That's the hope, and that's the end results of this season with these 12 games left remaining for the Lakers to pull that off. So hopefully they do. So that's my hope. Uh, two losses behind Houston, but we play them twice in the crypto. Yeah, I mean, I know that for sure. I just saw the schedule, and I believe at the end of this month, the Lakers will face the Houston Rockets on the road, I believe. So that is an opportunity for the Lakers to show what they're made of against the number two seed in the Western Conference in the Houston Rockets. So, and there were times where they got close to beating them, and at the time we had Anthony Davis at the time. So, but it was bad losses in those games. So heartbreaking losses when it came to the Dallas Mavericks game. I believe it was like back in December, I believe. So, yeah, I mean, at this point, my hope is that the Lakers will snap out of this flunk that they're on and start to win games, hopefully. That's my hope. Ghetto Rabbit, we have a tiebreaker over the every team except the Thunder and the Rockets. Yeah, I knew that, but you never know. Maybe the Houston Rockets will start to lose games with these 12 games left remaining of this season. But it's just sort of remains to be seen. But at this point, it seems it's going to be the Lakers, you know, seeding wise, will be the third all the way down to the fifth seed because it's so tied up with the Nuggets and the Memphis Grizzlies. So, um, yeah, it's a bit of a situation there for the Lakers to, uh, really focus and start to win games, hopefully. And everyone needs to show up, you know, when it comes all said and done. All right, man. I didn't get into the team analysis. Just real quick, guys, we're going to show you the team analysis before I end this live stream. As you show here, it was just a bad outing for the Lakers in the back-to-back games where the Lakers were no show in those games. The Bulls game, and of course tonight against the Orlando Magic. Obviously, with the rotation of how things went, the Lakers went with. For some reason, this is not. Is this the right one? Yeah, guys. Sorry, my apologies. Let me get to the real stats. This was the Denver Nuggets game a couple of days ago. So my apologies. So here we go. This is the right one. Apologies again. So yeah, I mean, this was the lineup. Um, yeah, I mean, when it comes down to it, I mean, Luka Doncic tonight, he played all right, guys. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I mean, he really showed up when it came to those 32-point performances. Shot 40% from the three, had 7 rebounds, 7 assists, and even though he went 9 of 23 from the field, it seemed like he was the guy that was trying to help us win this game. But unfortunately, the rest of the team around them, did not show up when it came to the second unit situation. And of course, just the lack of performance from Jackson Hayes when it comes all said and done. So, but when you look at LeBron James tonight, even though he did not play the best game out there tonight, he managed to give us 24 points with, I believe, 6 rebounds and 7 assists out there. Dorian Finney-Smith had 14 points, shot very well tonight for the Lakers. The Lakers in general shot badly. Like I said, when it came to my analysis tonight, the Lakers offensively, they played horribly. I mean, it's bad enough you played bad defensively, but the fact that you played bad offensively against a team that's ranked first in the NBA in a lack or last, I mean, or whatever, the Lakers, sorry, the Orlando Magics, they were the worst offensive efficiency team in the NBA. So, it is really discouraging that the Lakers did not take that into that consideration tonight and use that into their advantage to beat the Orlando Magic tonight. But unfortunately, they didn't use it. And it went completely downhill after going into the second half. So, which has been the Lakers' kryptonite for the past couple of games now. They They just don't show up in third quarter performances, which has kind of been their you know downfall for sure. But Dorian Finney-Smith tonight was the best shooter tonight for the Lakers. Went 66% from the three and shot 14 points. With I believe he had 7 rebounds with zero assists out there. He did have 2 steals out there tonight. So I mean, he's making some sort of advantage of his opportunities in the starting lineup. But like I said, guys, Rui Hachimura, I think he needs to return back to the starting lineup, in my opinion. His offensive and shooting efficiency for the Lakers will help us win games. And it's kind of been that way for the Lakers since before he went down with that injury a couple of weeks ago. So, if anything, hopefully JJ Redick will consider putting back Rui Hachimura in the starting lineup. But Dorian Finney-Smith, though, with the combinations of Luca, they obviously work well together still, but I don't know. Maybe they just need to change up the lineup going into the next game against the Indiana Pacers on Wednesday. So we just have to wait and see. Um, Austin Reeves tonight had 18 points, guys. He did not have the best shooting out there tonight. Went 1 of 6 from the three, 16% from the three. Had 18 points though, not bad, but still not the best to help us win the game when it comes all said and done. But like I said, guys, it was just a lack of efficiency by the second unit. When it comes all said and done, the offensive side for sure, rebounding for sure, and the defensive side. But the fact that the Lakers did not show up offensively really hurt them tonight when it comes all said and done. So like Jared Vanderbilt, not known for being an offensive guy, but still he really needed to show up tonight defensively, but it was just not the case out there tonight. Gabe Vincent, again showing the lack of shooting, that not been the best for him. Uh, you know, Dalton Connect only playing for 4 minutes. I mean, Get a Rabbit actually, I'm very surprised that he chose seniority over JJ Redick. I mean, JJ Redick chose seniority over a young guy who was showing something out there, but it was just pretty sad that he chose that over helping us win games. So it's just, yeah, not the best from this Lakers team, tonight and, past couple of games for sure. So, but yeah, guys, I mean, it was a bad showing by this Lakers team, without a doubt. And my hope is that they will start to turn things around for the better so they can start to win games, guys, because 12 games left remaining in the season. Every game counts now. I mean, especially now how tight it is in the Western Conference that the Lakers have to do whatever it takes to win games. It's a good thing that the Nuggets and the Timberwolves lost tonight, but you never know what's going to happen after because, guys, anything could happen from those 12 games left remaining to the end of the season that the Lakers could potentially stay where they're at within the fourth seed. They may go down to the fifth and sixth, which I really don't want them to be in because I really want the Lakers to have home court advantage going into the first round of the season. So I think it's good that they're the fourth seed now. My mistake, guys. Yeah, I just saw your comment there, Gator Rabbit. 11 games left. I'm still thinking about this game, so my apologies. So yeah, 11 games left in the season. So again, the Lakers just have to do whatever it takes to win those 11 games left, if it, by any means necessary, hopefully. So we just have to wait and see for sure. Uh, yeah, I just saw that. Yeah, I just saw it. Thanks, Ghetto Rabbit, for correcting me. So, yeah, 11 games left of the season. Let's hope the Lakers will bounce back and turn things around for the better. So, really do appreciate all of you for joining me on this live stream. Once again, I want to thank Daniel and Ghetto Rabbit for you guys' thoughts and opinions about this Lakers loss tonight. And my hope is that the Lakers will win their games, but hopefully other teams around them will lose games so they can stay where they're at within the standings, within the fourth seed, the third seed, maybe the fifth seed, which I really don't want the Lakers to be in. I want them to be around the third, fourth seed, maybe the second seed if somehow the Houston Rockets start to lose games with these 11 games left of the season. So I don't know. We just have to wait and see about that. But my hope is that they will potentially start to win some games, hopefully moving forward. That's my hope. So, once again, thank you, Get a Rabbit, and of course, Daniel, for you guys' thoughts and opinions. And once again, thank you all for joining me on this live stream. I really appreciate it. If you haven't yet, please be sure to like this live stream. Of course, follow me all across social media: Facebook, Instagram, X. I'm also on TikTok and Threads. It's been a while that I went live, but it's always great that the community is still intact on ZSN. So I really appreciate all the love support you guys have continued to show me all over social media, and of course on this channel, ZSN on YouTube. Once again, guys, the links will be in the description of this live stream. So you guys check me out on social media, Facebook, and all that. And of course, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you all in the next live stream and the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.